Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the TJ and the Grumpy Old Man podcast. I'm your host, Sonex, and with me today, as always, is our sports and analyst and expert, the Grumpy Old Man. They say there's no shame to his game because he's always the same.
That's me.
That is right. That is you, Grumpy. Before we get into our show today, we just got to go over some housekeeping as always. If you guys enjoy the content here, and even if you don't, please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment. So that way we can try and juice the algorithm and get this show out to the masses. We need everybody listening that is humanly possible to listen. If you guys do enjoy the content over here, we have another show. Oh, sorry. This show also we shoot for every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know we took off last week. We were out of town. We're back, regular scheduled program back again. And if you guys do enjoy the content over here, we do have another show called the Islanders Never Say Die podcast. That is every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's right.
That is correct. Grumpy.
That's a Strictly New York Islanders podcast.
That is correct. Strictly New York Islanders podcast. We do sprinkle in little tidbits of other information, but
Ooh, yeah, a little sprinkling in action.
Not often, but we do sprinkle in some other topics in there as well sometimes. And just league news in the NHL, kind of just stuff that's going on. So check it out, give it a listen, let us know what you think. Grumpy, I don't know. Did you watch the Georgia Auburn game yesterday?
Yeah, I saw some, but not all of it. I was kind of bouncing around a little bit. Watching a lot of different things.
I need your opinion on this, Grumpy. I need to know what your thoughts are.
What are we talking about?
Well, first, I want to just show it to you and get your opinion to see what would you say is going on here?
Looks like Kirby Smart is arguing with the referee.
That is correct. It does look like Kirby Smart is arguing with the referee.
Okay, you didn't show the beginning. I know what you're talking about. He was calling for a timeout. Then they wound up.
So you think that he's calling? Okay, if you give it a second, it goes through and it shows the replay of what he was doing. I was going to wait.
I want to see. I want to see.
Okay. Well, just give it 2 seconds and it'll get to that part. He's saying he's clapping. He's clapping his hands. He was cheering his team on. He's saying, I wasn't calling for a timeout. I was cheering my team on.
He's a liar.
I was cheering on the Bulldogs. No, I'm clapping. See, I'm clapping.
You know what? Next time you went to call timeout for we thought you were clapping. Sorry.
Here it is. Here's the footage. You see him running for the sidelines. Does it look like he's clapping, or does it look like he's calling timeout?
Yeah, he's absolutely calling a timeout. He's full of shit, and that's why the timeout was called. They gave him the timeout back.
They did give him the timeout back.
Yeah, that's horse shit. You don't go running to official going like this and say you clap for you. Just not. He's full of shit. He's a liar. Lying POS, right?
I agree. I think that he was absolutely lying there. And then also they have this as well. This was his press conference after the game.
What did this lying piece of shit say?
Yeah, here. So it says Kirby Smart lied again at the press conference. It's obvious when you watch the video, he called a timeout. It prevented a delay of game, and he got to take a timeout later in the game. That said, I don't think it really changed the outcome of the game, but he should be fine for this. I'm sure he'll gladly pay it. He won. I know. I lost respect for him. And now let's go ahead and watch the press conference.
Yeah, they're clapping. So I told them before the game, if these guys clap, it's a penalty. They can't clap because it will false snap. I've lost games on that before in the stadium. And I told them, I said, they clap. I'm going to tell you, I got somebody in the box watching every play. They were clapping. So I ran over to him and said, they're clapping. They're clapping.
He's lying.
And he thought I called timeout. And so I wanted to make sure he understood it. Go lip read, because I'm screaming, they're clapping. They're clapping. I didn't need a timeout because we were going to get it off before the shot clock. It was 2-1. And we were going to get it off before the play clock ended. And I didn't need a timeout. It was the fact that they were clapping. I wanted them to call it because it's a penalty.
Yeah, he's a lying piece of shit.
Yeah.
Fine. Nobody claps like this. Nobody claps like this. If you do, your mama taught you wrong, you stupid son of a bitch. That's no timeout. Here's the thing.
My God.
Here's the thing. I wasn't really rooting for anyone.
You absolutely were rooting for Auburn. Do not lie.
I was not rooting for anyone,
and you said you were.
I was not rooting for anyone. But here's the thing: when they did that, and a couple of other calls that went their way,
you said that you were pulling for Auburn before that even happened. You said that you were pulling for Auburn. So don't. Here's the thing: don't lie.
But listen to me. When they took away the touchdown for Auburn, because that kid was over the line. That ball crossed the plane. Absolutely did.
He was
absolutely not. Did. Absolutely did.
The ball was punched out. The ball was punched out before he crossed the line.
It was not. It was not.
Was.
You know what? Even the announcer said, we cannot believe that. To a person said, we cannot believe that. The call stands on the field. No. They used multiple.
You didn't say that it's inconclusive evidence, right?
It was not. It was not inconclusive. That ball was over.
How could you tell? How could you even tell?
Because I have eyes.
Crossing in front of the play as it's being punched out.
Okay, let's say you were absolutely rooting against Auburn yesterday because a couple of your buddies.
That is correct. I was pulling against Auburn.
So you are disqualified.
And you're disqualified. You were pulling for Auburn.
I didn't care who won. Auburn's not my favorite team. Neither is Georgia. I didn't care who won. When I see calls like that go against certain team, it makes me root for the other team. It just does. When I don't have a dog in the fight, it makes me root against the other.
That ball did not cross the line when it got punched.
It absolutely did. Absolutely did. As soon as I saw it initially, I'm like, that's a touchdown.
It's
that ball across the line.
Because you can literally see the defensive lineman's arm extended out.
It matter. The ball was across the line, Ed.
No, sorry.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. It wasn't. Now, that being said, Georgia's a better team than Auburn, right? Let's be honest. Georgia's a better team than Auburn.
Yes.
So it didn't really matter.
It's not like Auburn didn't have opportunities to win. They didn't score in the second half of the game. Not a single point in the second half of the game.
As you say, it's tough when you get the refs in the other team's back pocket.
Oh, well,
you're a guy who
as you say, referees don't affect the game. You need to be better.
You're saying, I mean, so this would go under.
Referees don't affect the game. You need to be better.
According to you, this would go under the referees wanting to win big team.
There were blown calls on both sides of the game.
Big team Georgia win the game.
Here's the thing. There were blown calls on both sides of the game.
There
absolutely were.
You're a hypocrite.
There were absolutely blown calls
on both sides. You're the Kirby Smart of this podcast.
Oklahoma absolutely. That kick return that happened in the Oklahoma game, there was absolutely 2 blocks in the back that weren't called. Not saying that's why Oklahoma lost the game. I'm not going to say
why
that.
Even bring it up?
Play well enough.
Why even bring it up?
You're making it sound like I only blame the referees. The referees are why every game is lost.
Okay.
Full
disclosure.
The team that I pull for got hosed by the officials, and I'm not saying that's the reason they lost.
Full disclosure. I was on the phone with you that whole game, and all I heard the whole game is how the referees are screwing Oklahoma.
They were.
You are aware of that.
They were. That's correct. They were.
You're insufferable to watch a game with because you think everything's about the referees. Maybe you should pull that, Eddie. Maybe that hoodie's on a little bit too tight around your neck, not getting enough oxygen in your brain.
All I know is at the end of the day, Auburn has a point in the win, or Georgia has a point in the win column. That's all I know.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. I knew that's what you'd say. Let me tell you something. This freaking piece of shit, Jamison Williams, who had on my fantasy team all year, ain't done jack squat. You watch him have a big game today. Why? Because if I would have played him, I probably would win the money league, but it's not happening.
I don't know if you saw this Nebraska and Maryland.
Oh, 2 catches. This piece of shit hasn't had 2 targets in 6 freaking weeks. He's got 2 targets back-to-back plays, 11 minutes with 11 and a half minutes to go in the first quarter. I guess they said, you know what? This is going to be he's going to eat this game. Probably put up 50 freaking points. Jamison freaking Williams.
Are you finished?
Yeah, I don't know. Sure. Watching a quarterback limp off the field and going to hit him, suspend this MF, this mighty friend. That's not an illegal hit right there. Oh, he threw an interception. No, he got flagged. What's the problem?
I think it's the fact that you can clearly tell he's hurt and trying to get off the field, and you're hitting him after the play.
Okay, he wasn't trying to get off the field. It looks like maybe he threw an interception or something.
Oh, yeah, he's really chasing after that guy. Oh, yeah, he's really chasing after him.
But he got flagged, dude. He got flagged. What are you complaining? What's the complaint? What is the complaint? He got flagged for it. What are you complaining about?
You know what I think? You're a Josh Allen fan, right? I think when Josh Allen is just standing there, I think somebody should just chop him right in the kneecap and break his leg and snap his ACL. But you know what? What are you complaining about? He got flagged, right? He got flagged.
What do you think the referee should do there? Take out a revolver and shoot him in the head on the field?
No.
All right, then what are you talking about?
No. I'm saying that it's the same thing if you lay dirty hits on players when they're obviously hurt or send somebody to the hospital, you get suspended in the NFL, do you not? It's the same thing there. If you see the guy's hurt limping off the field and you're clearly going to take him out because he's the starting quarterback for the other team, you should probably serve a suspension. That's what they're saying.
Well, maybe he will.
Has he? No.
Well, you realize that shit goes to
Oh my God. What they're saying is that he should be suspended for the play. He hasn't so far, as of yet, been suspended for the play.
He didn't hit him that hard.
He pushes him. Oh my God. Oh my God.
He got flagged. He got flagged. He didn't spear him. It wasn't targeting. He hit the guy. I mean, I don't know what else you expect. What do you expect? He got flagged. Why are you complaining? Did the guy continue to play after that? Riola?
I don't know. I didn't watch the game.
He probably did. It was a love tap. It was a late hit. He got flagged for it. No problem at all. You got the call. You got what you got. I don't have a problem with it.
Okay, so you wouldn't have a problem if the play's over with and Josh Allen just stand there and somebody goes in to torpedo his kneecap. Then you should be fine. He got the flag. The guy got the flag. He should be fine. You should be fine with that.
He did not torpedo his kneecap.
You should be fine with that.
Where did he hit him, X? Did he hit him in the shoulder area?
He's knocking him down as he's limping off the field.
Where did he hit him?
He's knocking him down as he's limping off the field.
Where did he hit him?
That's fine. Josh Allen breaks his ankle or rolls his ankle really bad, and somebody just hits him up top. Then you should be cool with that. You should be cool with that then.
They should be penalized.
Or if that happened to Brady, Brady's limping off the field, then you should be fine. Penalized. That's fine. He got the penalty. You should want anything else then. You should not want any other repercussions then. You should be going for it.
The guy should be penalized, and he was. I don't understand what you could be complaining about.
It's a dirty play. It's a dirty play. You know what? I think when Ndamukong Suh is stepping on people, I think he should be fine. He should get a penalty flag. And that's it. No, they gave him suspensions for doing that shit. For stepping on players. They gave him suspensions for that.
You realize
stepping down, right?
You realize the suspension comes the next week when the conference looks at those plays. That's when suspensions happen. They don't happen in game. They never do. Unless it's a targeting thing. They get tossed.
They're not saying that he should have been suspended in that exact moment. They're saying that he should serve a suspension
for what
he did.
Maybe
so why are you against what they're saying then?
I'm not. I'm just saying.
You said what are we talking about here? What are we doing? If
he got flagged,
I feel like TJ. Pay attention to what we're talking about here, as opposed to the game.
So he got flagged. He got flagged.
Oh my God! Then why were you complaining 2 seconds ago?
You're the one who said he wants you to get the death penalty for it.
I said that he should get suspended for that.
Maybe
and you said why should he get suspended? You said why should he get suspended? Bullshit, dude. Oh my God! Roll it back. Roll it back.
Maybe he will. Maybe he will.
No, you didn't. Now you're backpedaling on what you previously said.
No,
it's okay.
I didn't say he should. I'm saying that's not going to happen in game. It wasn't targeting. It'll go to the league the conference office, and they'll make a determination.
He should be suspended for that.
I didn't even think the hit was that bad.
Suspend this mother flipper is what they said. They didn't say he's been suspended. He should be suspended now. They said suspend this mother flipper.
I don't think he should. He didn't hit him that hard.
Okay, so that again, we're back to point one again. We're back to point one where we had talked, and I said that he should be suspended for this.
I think he should be suspended? No, he got penalized. I didn't think it was a particularly hard hit. It wasn't a shot at his knee. It wasn't a head shot. He hit the guy late. He absolutely did. He got 15 yards. Okay, that's what the play is. I don't have a problem with that. I do not have a problem with it.
Whatever.
And Nebraska sucks anyway. Does it really matter?
Maryland sucks too. So
go Maryland. Go Terrapins.
Oh my God, you're pissing me off. How do you not call that? Brett Bielema was in disbelief after no flag was thrown for PI on a target to Colin Dixon early in the third quarter. He ran down the sideline to ask an official about it. Slow-mo of the play at the end here. Not the first time today the Illini bench and crowd have been frustrated by a no call. Here's what I will say. I think the officiating
has been really questionable in college football.
I agree.
He looked very unhappy. Oh, I don't like this view. I don't know about that.
He's after 5 yards and he's pushing him out of bounds.
Hold on. Roll it back a little bit. Hold on. I changed my mind. That absolutely should be a flag. Is that a girl official?
F for female, yes.
Yeah. F for fuck up. Yep. No. Nope. It should have been a flag. Absolutely.
Oh my God.
I agree.
You're ridiculous.
I mean, honestly, that ball was, I don't think it was catchable. I don't know how they called the rest of the game. Because if they've been letting contact go the whole game, you're not going to call that. It's the problem with officials is when you do something, if you have to be consistent so players know what they can get away with. That's the biggest issue with officials, consistency.
That is very true.
That was awful. I don't know. I mean, I don't know about that. There's some sad news right here.
Not for Penn State fans, it's not.
Well, I like James Franklin. Everyone knows I like James Franklin. But you lose 3 games in a row like that.
Starting quarterback's now out for the rest of the year.
Yeah. You think they're going to spiral?
This year?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely,
Well, okay.
100%. Do you think Nick Singleton regrets not going to the draft?
No.
Why? He'd have been a higher overall pick. I mean, I don't know if he's going to have the same value he had last year going into the draft.
Well, it's safe to say that he came back because he wanted to win a national championship.
Correct, and they have no shot.
I don't think he's hurt his stock at all.
All he can potentially do now is get hurt.
Okay. Well, they're probably not going to be in a bowl game. Maybe they will. I mean, I don't know if their backup quarterback is any good. Did not watch the game.
I'm going to say probably not. I think they got killed in that game.
They lost to Oregon, a closely battled game.
Yep. And then lost to UCLA the next week.
And UCLA is playing all of a sudden playing much, much better. They won again yesterday.
Who'd they beat?
But still,
who'd they beat yesterday?
That's a game. Michigan State, I think.
Oh, damn.
Well, but they won again yesterday. Your referees are getting involved in this Detroit-Kansas City game right away. Here, just to let you know.
Oh,
took a touchdown off the board. Late. After he'd already scored. They're like, holy crap, this game's going to get out of hand early. I don't know what the problem is. He snapped. What's
legal motion?
I didn't see any legal motion.
They're not even going to show it.
Goff is running backwards. That's a bad call. And they didn't throw the flag right away. That's the problem I have. They did not throw the flag right away.
See, I'm just going to let you know one thing. I just walk off the field. We're done.
Yeah, that's a bad call. It's a late flag.
Yeah, we're done playing. Have fun losing out on your TV revenue. We're not playing today.
They do see that all of a sudden. Now, here's the thing. If this moron doesn't just kick a field goal, and you know who I'm talking about.
He's kicking a field goal now.
Jared Goff
isn't even out there on the field.
Goff is on the field, and the hammerhead is going for on 4th down. I hope it's a
pick. Okay, you must be way ahead of me because they panned the kicker was out there, and now Goff's just putting his helmet on.
He's not, and they won't score, or maybe he'll throw a pick 6. It's just
here's the thing, or they will score and they'll throw another penalty flag.
The league probably sees that how bad the rest of the league is, and they figure Kansas City can get into the playoffs and do some damage. So we're going to make sure we call these late penalties because that's a bad penalty call. I'm sorry.
I'm going to tell you, they want the Chiefs in
now. They just gave them delay. They just gave them a delay penalty. So is this asshole going to go for it on 4th and goal from the 11? Would it shock you? What do you just kick the field goal?
You shouldn't. I'd kick the field goal.
Yeah, they are kicking the field goal.
I'd spit in that official's face, though. I'd absolutely spit on him.
Yeah. Okay.
Disgrace.
Let's get back to the show. Oklahoma State coach Gundy got fired 2 weeks ago. Trent Bray got fired. And my friend James Franklin got fired. I feel bad for him. But then again, they lost. Like I said, they lost to Oregon. That game was really tight. Then they lost to UCLA. Can't lose that game. They came back at the end, but still not good enough. And then yesterday, they lost to who'd they lose to? Yesterday, a bad team that they had a lead on, big lead. Wound up losing. Is it Northwestern? Was it Northwestern?
I think so.
But
it was Northwestern. Yeah, they lost by a point yesterday to Northwestern.
Bad loss.
Yep.
I mean
that's it. Your season's over with.
I feel bad for James Franklin. I don't know if the team had given up on him after that Oregon game. I don't know what happened. Something else had to happen for them just to make this firing. I mean, I realize they lost 3 games in a row.
You have no shot at the college football playoffs.
Okay. But
I'm almost positive they probably were like, this is his year. If they don't win here, they're done.
Okay. Well, I'm glad he's going to be making his money. I like James Franklin. He's going to make over $20,000 per day from Penn State for the next 6 years. That's $15 a minute, $913 an hour, $21,970 a day, $153,846 a week, and $666,666 a month. The greatest gig in the world, getting fired as a head coach. He will not be out of a job very long.
Well, here's the thing that I'm wondering. I wonder if it's the same kind of thing with Matt Rule when he was Panthers head coach and then took the job at Nebraska. I'm wondering if it's going to be like the new team that he works for or coaches for will now absorb whatever that was, and that'll be like his contract or whatever with the new team.
No.
So that's how it was. That's how it was with Matt Rule. So Matt Rule could not double dip. So he couldn't, continue to earn his salary that he had with the Panthers, even though the Panthers let him go before his contract was up, and like double dip and earn the money from Nebraska while he's earning that same, the money from the Panthers. So I'm going to say it probably is not going to work like that.
What will happen is wherever he goes next, whatever school he goes to next, Penn State is going to be paying James Franklin to coach there. That's what's going to happen.
So Penn State will be paying the contract wherever he goes.
Absolutely.
Next.
Yep.
So it's not like he's double dipping on money.
He's not double dipping. How is he double dipping if Penn State is paying the freight? The only way he double dips is if he signs a contract for more than that. They have to pay the difference. He's still getting that money from Penn State.
I'm aware. That's what I said.
Okay.
Oh my God. I'm losing it over here. More college here. Oh, yes. Yeah, Penn State quarterback Drew Aller suffered a season-ending injury today. Head coach James Franklin announced he, I think it was ankle, right?
Yeah, I feel bad for Drew Aller. I was hyping him as first overall pick.
Heisman Trophy winner. Grumpy had him.
I didn't say Heisman Trophy winner. I said first overall pick. Here's the thing. That was not going to happen anyway. I think I saw a lot in his game this year when it got tight at the end of games. Sometimes he shrunk from the occasion, and that hurts you when you're being evaluated by pros for certain. Now, he had led comebacks. He did, but
he sucked this year.
I'm not going to say he sucked.
He sucked this year.
Okay.
He sucked this year. Regardless of what you say, he sucked this year. He did not play well. He played really well against the really shitty teams, and as soon as he played against teams that were semi-good, he sucked.
Okay. He played good against Oregon in the fourth quarter, brought him all the way back, and then he throws the interception in the overtime.
Again.
Okay.
Sucked.
Okay. But without him, they don't even get to overtime.
I disagree with that. I think you could probably put in another top tier college quarterback and you'd probably get to overtime, if not beat them.
How many top tier college quarterbacks do you think there are?
Up right now, probably at least 3 or 4.
So a top 3 quarterback in the country, you'd be able to put him in that. Yeah. Name one. Name one, because they all shrink in the big moment.
Mateer.
They all shrink in the big moment.
Mateer
looked like horseshit yesterday. He looked like
still has an injured thumb.
In the biggest game of the year for Oklahoma, he looked like crap all game.
Still has an injured thumb.
3 interceptions.
Still is an injured thumb on
He's
his
a
throwing
problem. He
hand.
was terrible yesterday. He was horrible.
Yeah, he was bad yesterday. He came back from an injury in 17 days that was supposed to take a month to heal. Came back in 17 days. It's supposed to take a month. He hadn't thrown a football in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'm just.
I mean, you can. I mean, those are just facts.
Doesn't matter.
They're just facts.
Doesn't matter. He looked like shit yesterday. He looked terrible.
Correct. Let's see how Drew Aller got there with his ankle in the current shape. I'm sure he'd play really well too. I'm sure he played fantastic.
Played yesterday.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He was
this guy with a healthy ankle played like shit.
He was Mateer was spitting out interceptions like he was a freaking Pez dispenser yesterday.
His hands fucking hurt.
He was bad. And here's the thing.
I'm not disagreeing with you. He was bad yesterday. That said, he was hurt when he was playing. I mean, you make it sound like guys should just play through broken fingers and just magically do everything.
He wasn't good.
That's correct. I'm not agreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. He was not good yesterday. He's playing through a broken thumb.
Okay. I don't think it was that bad of an injury if he came back in 2 weeks.
It was supposed to take a month to heal.
Okay, then it wasn't that bad an injury anyway. He had to have surgery on it.
Do you know what the injury involved?
Yeah,
he had to have screws put into his thumb and a plate put into his thumb.
I think it was vaginal reconstruction.
That's it. I mean, you don't. To answer your question, you don't know what was involved with the injury. I do. You don't. It's okay.
You in the operating room, were you?
No, I looked up information on it.
That's not true.
It is true. Believe what you want, though. It's okay. It's all right.
You're very angry, Mr. X.
You're right. I'm angry. I'm angry because you're just lying.
Refereeing is
lying.
It's hard. It's hard. Okay, here we go. Freedom Front Bench says every team in the NHL went out of their way to add fighters this summer. Okay, it's not true. Not every team added fighters. The Islanders seem as prepared for violence as Sun X is to open his wallet. Well, I just want to say that Sun X actually did get me my Father's Day present just a couple of weeks before my birthday.
That's your birthday present too. The way you've been driving me insane tonight. That's your birthday present also.
So I give kudos to Sun X that he did get me a Father's Day present 3 months plus too late, but still I accept it 4 months too late, whatever it was. But I thank the people on the show calling out X over and over and over again, which is the only reason that he did it, because he was constantly being called out. Otherwise, he just would have forgotten. And thank you, X. I do appreciate the gift.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
Rick Rock says Schaefer is generational. Watt and Barzell hit their knees every night, thanking God for the kid to come around.
He's good.
He's the best player on the Islanders. He just is. Johnny Mack says the SEC refs are the worst I've seen in a long time. I just think that period refereeing is just bad. Just bad. Yep. Now, Kansas City's going for 4th down and 3.
Oh, you watch. They'll pick it up and they'll do some fugazi shit. Probably a legal shift. An illegal shift, and they won't call shit on them. They'll have a blatant hold. Somebody will tackle somebody.
There was a touchdown. I don't know. They just gave it to him. Chiefs.
Oh, they just gave it to the Chiefs?
Yeah. Chiefs Kingdom. Touchdown.
Shocker. Let's see. Probably a hold. Probably a hold involved. You're ahead of me.
I don't know.
Oh, look, there's an illegal shift by 83, right? Isn't that how it goes?
It was just as much an illegal shift as the first one that they took off.
It's horseshit. It's horseshit. They want the Chiefs moving on. Period. That's exactly what they want. It is exactly what they want.
I don't think the Chiefs are beating Detroit tonight.
I do. I think you're wrong. I think the Chiefs will beat Detroit because I think they will make it so the Chiefs beat Detroit.
Oh, he misses the extra point.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, no. Okay, X. Next. Okay. Anthony Russo says, I'm done. Aaron Glenn should be fired. This is arguably the worst 5.5 game stretch of Jets football I've seen since Garrett Wilson rightfully screamed at him because he was not paying attention. I told everyone Aaron Glenn was not the answer as a coach. They had minus.
Neither team's calling timeout. The fans are roaring. And the Brits are wondering what is happening in London. And so are the American announcers. And that is halftime. Garrett Wilson being somewhat demonstrative with his coach heading off the field. My word, it's 10-6 Denver.
Yikes. They ended up losing.
The Jets had minus 10 yards passing. It was the worst team passing performance since 1998. That's a long time ago, X.
Yes, the Jets had minus 10 net passing yards. It is the worst in a game in Jets history and the worst by any team in the last 27 years.
There you go. 1998. Terrible. Terrible. They're bad. I told you though. I told you he wasn't a head coach. He was with the Hammerhead. The last time we saw him in Detroit, his team was giving up 50-something points. Sorry. To an average Green Bay team. 50 points. This is the guy who deserves a head coaching spot. Stop. Not everyone's cut out to be a head coach. He's not even a good defensive coordinator. Just isn't. Full stop. Oh, here we go. Here's the Miami Dolphins, our friends from down south. I don't know what he's saying. The Dolphins are falling apart.
It says we have guys showing up to players-only meetings late, guys not showing up to player-only meetings. The Dolphins are falling apart.
Okay. Go ahead. What should be the first thing that happens?
Sit them. Or fine them.
Everybody gets fired.
You're talking about the coaching staff? Oh, I'm talking about the players.
Okay, you can't fire all the players.
No, I'm saying if the players are doing that and they're not showing up or not, coming in late, here's how you handle it if you're a coach. Fine them. No problem. We're just going to continue to fine you if you want to keep doing this. You won't have a paycheck at the end of the year.
It tells me you have no player leaders.
Or no leadership at all.
Who should be the player leader?
The quarterback.
The quarterback.
Here, let's listen. Let's listen in on our quarterback.
Yeah. Well, I think it starts with the leadership in helping articulate that for the guys, and then what we're expecting out of the guys, right? We're expecting this. Are we getting that? Are we not getting that? We have guys showing up to player-only meetings late, guys not showing up to player-only meetings. Like, there's a lot that goes into that. Do we have to make this mandatory? Do we not have to make this mandatory? So it's a lot of things of that nature that we got to get cleaned up, and it starts with the little things like that.
Yikes.
Okay. Why do you think the players act like that?
Because their head coach is a fool.
That's right. The GM sucks. He needs to be gone. The head coach is a players-only coach. Remember, Brian Flores was too tough. He talked too mean about Tua. He was talking mean to Tua. They were a better team under Brian Flores than this disgrace. They have talent on that team.
Yeah.
They suck. The Dolphins suck. They're another team. I don't know who the worst team in the league is, but, man, they're absolutely in the running. Them and the Jets. Doesn't matter. The AFC least is always the AFC least. You got the Bills, the Patriots, and then two black holes of organizations. They blow.
Yep. This says, while Fox just showed video of Colts cornerback Charvarius Ward colliding with tight end during warmups, which resulted in a concussion. He's now out for today's game. It's going to happen right over here, Grumpy, by the way. Okay, I don't know if you can see my cursor.
Boink.
Knocked out. How does that happen?
I don't know.
Oh.
Also, Trent Richardson got knocked out of the game. I mean, it's not like
Anthony Richardson hit himself in the face with a warm-up band, and it broke his orbital bone. Oh. How do you even do that?
It's the only completion he's made all year is a rubber band hitting him in the face because he can't complete any passes. He sucks, dude. He'll never play for them.
He is
again. When we talked about the pre-draft process with him, I'm like, this kid is never going to make it. You could tell. Oh, look how far he could throw the ball. I don't give a shit if you could throw the ball around the planet. It doesn't matter. You have to have a brain to be a quarterback. You have to be able to read defenses, pick defenses apart. I don't care if you have a cannon. You have to be able to do the little things. That's why guys who aren't the most physically gifted are really successful as quarterbacks.
because they can't take the easy way out by just running over everyone to pick up first downs. You got to, yeah.
It's not street ball.
Yeah.
It's not. And what happened? It's because why do colleges do it? Because you put the best athlete at quarterback, you let them run around, you spread the field out, and that's the way colleges are run. So these guys are woefully underprepared when they come into the NFL. NFL is not allowed to have, they're only allowed to have a limited amount of hitting practices. That's why the quarterback play is so bad. It's just horrible.
Yep.
JP says Schaefer is going to be great, but I'm still wanting him developing and not in the National League for the whole year. Well, I didn't want that either. But there's no way they're setting him down. No way they're setting him down. You're going to have to live. You're going to have to live with some of the growing pains because he's made mistakes already defensively.
But he's also made some good plays.
He's the best player on the team. When he's in the offensive zone, he makes things happen. It just shows how bad the rest of the team is. Think about how bad. I mean, because the Islanders are bad. B-A-double-D bad. I don't know. They've been outplayed except for a 5-minute stretch or an 8-minute stretch at the end of the second period the whole season. Pittsburgh, who's a bad team, right? Everyone says, oh, man, Pittsburgh's going to be, one of the bottom 2 teams in the Metro. Nah, that's going to be the Islanders. They're absolutely one of the worst teams. Buffalo's worse, maybe. But the Islanders are bad. They're bad. Ain't getting better anytime soon. When your first line is Anthony Duclair, Emil Henneman, and Bo Horvat, I mean, that's like expansion era bad. That's expansion team bad. Terrible team. JPL says, and the Islanders still have a great chance of having top picks in the 26th draft. Yeah, that's what they should be looking for. And I'm going to tell you what. I said 1 more year. I'm going to say they need at least 2 more years of loading up on draft picks. This team is light years away from being good. Light years. Rick Rock says Schaefer is, dare I say, generational. Wah and Barzy drop to their knees every night. Okay, I think we already talked about that. Johnny Mack says Hugh Freeze needs to go unless he wins out. Not acceptable for the Auburn football program. Too much money, resources, and fan involvement for that head coach to put up offensive numbers the last 3 maybe games. Weeks is unacceptable. War Eagle.
Yeah.
You don't
the issue I said, correct. The issue I said at the beginning of the season with Auburn was the fact that they have a quarterback who only runs the ball. He cannot throw the ball down the field. Think about how many times he's missed the Coleman kid. I mean, wide open for touchdowns, wide open, and he's just overthrown him or underthrown him. I mean, everything's a jump ball for him because he has to come back and make a play on it, or it's about 20 yards too far down the field. The Arnold kid, the only reason he's still playing on a team that's quote unquote a bigger SEC school is because he was a 5-star recruit coming out of college. That's it. That's the only reason. He's not a good quarterback. High school. 5-star recruit coming out of high school. That's the only reason. He's not a good quarterback. If you guys had a good quarterback, you probably would have beat Oklahoma. You probably would have beat Georgia last night. You would have won a lot. You probably would have beat Mississippi State too. You don't have a quarterback. The Jackson Arnold kid is awful. He's terrible. I can tell you that from firsthand experience. He sucked for Oklahoma last year, and he's sucking for you guys this year.
Okay. He's been better this year than he was last year, though.
Because he's got way better weapons this year. Look at the weapons he has this year. That every starter, I think the 5, I think it was Oklahoma's top 5 wide receivers all sat out last year.
Okay, all I'm saying is he's been better this year than last year. That's all I'm saying.
Sure, I mean it's not really hard to be better than how god awful he was last season. So.
Johnny Mack says James Franklin is gone. He will be at some point. Son X hates Auburn. He does hate Auburn, but it's not because he hates Auburn. Johnny Mack. I'm going to tell you that. Now I do.
I hate him a lot more because we play him every year too.
He loves. Oh my goodness. Johnny Mack also adds Son X. OU got exposed.
They absolutely did. They absolutely did. Their defense held up for as long as they could.
Jameson Williams touchdown catch. Oh, I knew it.
So, okay. Anyway, Oklahoma's defense held up for as long as they could. You can't keep going 3 and out every single drive. I even told you in the middle of the game, they should have sat the Mateer kid. What I say before the first half was over? I said, sit him and put the other kid in. He's not playing well today.
Do you remember what I said? The issue was not the quarterback. It was the
They couldn't run
offensive
the
line
ball.
was great.
I understand that.
They can't run the ball, and the offensive coordinator is going run, pass. Become
Yes,
really predictable like that.
I agree, but still, the Mateer kid was not doing the job yesterday. 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Your defense gets worn out. They can only stop them for so long.
And the main reason why X is against Auburn is because Alex Monroe, who he will not be on the show today after that loss. He is a big Auburn fan.
He is
so X and him are going at it back and forth all day long. Oklahoma, Auburn.
Trust me, he made sure to know. He made sure that I knew that Oklahoma was losing.
So that
I reciprocated the favor last night. That's all.
So they have that little rivalry.
We do have a little rivalry. I think he's wanted to bet me the last 2 years that, and honestly, I was shocked that Oklahoma beat Auburn last year. I was like, they have no shot in hell. He's like, oh, I want to bet you that Auburn's going to beat Oklahoma. I said, well, yeah, I bet that Auburn would beat Oklahoma too. I was like, Oklahoma doesn't have a quarterback. I was like, our offense is awful. And shockingly, they put the Hawkins kid in last year, and he ended up running for that like 40 or 50-yard touchdown, and that's what ended up beating him.
There you go.
Yep. I think also Auburn's quarterback threw an interception in the red zone too, which didn't help him. That was last year, but this year it was a good fight. But Jackson Arnold, taking 40 sacks in a game because he won't throw the ball away and only trying to run is the reason why Auburn lost.
Okay. Johnny Mack says the New Commanders look like a bottom 5 team in the NHL early. It's true.
Yeah, they're not good.
Johnny Mack adds the Auburn media turned on Hugh Freeze last night from a friend in the Auburn media. Yeah, well,
you're losing what you lost at least 3 games this year. Really, I think the big issue was the fact that you came out in that it was as soon as that touchdown wasn't given, your team completely fell apart. You didn't score again for the rest of the game.
I feel bad for Hugh Freeze because you have to get well really fast in the toughest conference in college football. It's hard.
Well, here's the other thing too. The last 3 games, their team has had over 11 penalties a game, which means that they're undisciplined. Because here's the thing, you can blame the refs to a certain extent. Your team's getting 11 penalties a game, though. That's not just the refs. I mean, it's every week your team's getting 11 penalties.
It's sloppy.
Yeah. And it comes down to coaching.
Gungun says we can all learn a little something watching the Jets. Sunx, how can I increase my financial assets?
Oof, don't bet on the Jets.
Go bet against the Jets.
Yeah, bet against the Jets. That'll increase them. But
Jets are horrible.
Yeah, they're not good.
Aaron Glenn, terrible
Should
head
be
coach.
fired. What week do you think he gets the boot?
I don't know, but he's way out of his element. It's so obvious.
I agree.
He looks like a deer staring at the headlights on the sideline.
I thought they looked pretty good the first 2 weeks of the season. I was like, oh, the Jets might string together a couple of wins this year. Nope.
I didn't realize they were 0-6 now. I was like, oh my gosh, the Jets are 0-5. I didn't realize. I thought they'd won a game. Nope.
Yep.
Johnny Mack says, I don't feel bad for Franklin. He got a great buyout, never won big games, and that's why he's gone.
Exactly, because he can never win the big game.
That's right. But he's a good coach, and he'll turn around. He'll go to another school and he'll turn them around. He absolutely will.
We'll see. He might turn around another school, but he ain't gonna win anything there.
Okay. But he can turn. I root for James Franklin.
It's the same thing. He's the same kind of coach that Lincoln Riley is. The same kind of coach Lincoln Riley is. He'll win you a lot of games during the season, but he ain't ever winning any. He'll never win a national championship, ever.
Okay.
Remember, you said you thought Lincoln Riley was going to win a national championship. How's USC been since he's got there?
Did they win last? They beat Michigan last night.
Yeah, they beat Michigan last night.
So it looks like they're rounding the bend a little bit, right?
Do you think that they have a shot to win a national championship?
Not this year. I don't know.
Okay, so he's been there for how many years now? 4 years?
This is third year, I believe.
Third year, and they haven't come. They were god awful. The years Caleb Williams was there, they were terrible.
Okay, but they're in the Big Ten now.
Were they in the Big Ten with Caleb Williams?
If they had stayed in the Pac-12, I think they'd be doing much better, and they'd probably be in the bowl championship. In the Big Ten, all bets are off.
Oklahoma's in the SEC now, so.
Gungun says, will 0-17 lead to Aaron Glenn's termination? Grumpy, should we just turn a blind eye to inflation? Inflation is down for what it has been. I don't think you can turn everything goes up, but you just have to have it in moderation. And I don't think the Jets are going to go 0-17. They'll win 1 or 2 games. I'm certain of it. Freedom Fund Adventure says Islanders roster of fighters is as empty as Grumpy's hands and TJ's and X's hearts on Christmas mornings.
God.
Gungun says, could the argument be made that the managers or head coaches of the Yankees, Mets, Jets, and Islanders should all be shown the door? Son X, which animal lets out a roar?
Lion.
A lion. There you go. Yankees, absolutely. Mets,
yes. You fell apart down the end. All you did was win 1 game and you couldn't do it. Yes.
okay.
Jets, absolutely. Jets is probably number 1 that needs to be fired. Islanders, I would want to give Wah more than just. I feel like Wah's in a crappy situation, but I'd want to give Wah more than just 1 year under Darsh as GM.
What does it matter? The team looks worse than it ever has.
Okay.
Undisciplined.
Well, also, the team didn't bring anybody in.
And just a spoiler alert for those who are going to be listening to this show. And we might not do a show Wednesday because I have a surgical procedure on Thursday. So we might make it maybe Thursday or Tuesday. I don't know. We might change the Islander show date just because I have something I have to get ready to take care of. I told you Romanoff and D'Angelo are going to be the worst defense pairing on the Islanders, and they are. They're horrible. People now are seeing how bad Romanoff is without Noah Dobson there. Noah Dobson covered up a lot of his foibles, if you will. He's horrific. And D'Angelo, just as bad. Kyle Palmieri, horrid yesterday. Horrid. Islanders suck. Freedom Fund Adventure goes, Grumpy, yeah, how horrible Son X was to me Wednesdays. I hope you talked with him about his behavior. Going out of his way to say Miami's the number 1 team in Florida equals shot. Figured he would want to be reminded of Florida or F1 Marchand. What do you think?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I was more so talking about college football, but yeah, sure. I guess you could say the Florida Panthers are the number 1 team in Florida. I do agree with that. They're the number 1 team in Florida currently. Yes. I thought we were talking. I thought I was just mainly talking. Sorry, I was mainly talking about college football.
I know. X was talking about the Florida Gators.
No, I was talking about Miami, University of Miami. Somebody had a University of Miami picture up on as like their icon during the show. So I was talking about the University of Miami. I said, you guys currently have the best team in Florida.
Yes,
the state
talking
of Florida.
about college football.
Yes, correct. Correct. Okay. Yes. To your stance, yes, absolutely. I 100% agree with you. The Florida Panthers are the number 1 team in Florida. Yes. But Stanley Cup champions, you can't be higher than champion, right?
But Son X likes to Freedom Fund Adventure takes a lot of shots at you, Son X. So I know that you want to take shots at him too. I know how that works.
Well, I know that he's a Gators fan. I know that his team, not too great.
Google says, is Matthew Schaefer the real deal? Grumpy, could you relate to Ally McBeal? Schaefer is the real deal. I never saw Ally McBeal ever, not even 1 episode. Never saw it. Freedom Fund Adventure goes, I was in agreement with Schaefer going to the college this season, especially since he'd be joining the Islanders for a shorter college season. But watching him, he is ready and is a generational talent. 48 is greater than 8. So we're saying that Schaefer is better than Dobson.
I don't know about right now, but absolutely throughout his career he will be.
Absolutely.
He definitely will be.
The kid is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He's not there yet.
I still think he needs to get bigger, but yeah, he will definitely be better than Dobson for sure.
Yeah, but unless you get injured or something.
Oh, yeah, of course. Okay, yeah, barring injury. Okay.
Freedom goes, dang, Son X becoming more like TJ every show. Cue the hair loss in 3, 2, 1. Oh! Now, see, that seems like shots fired.
It is shots fired. It is shots fired.
All right, X.
At least I'm not a fan of the Deflator Gators. Oh,
the Deflator Gators. I like it.
I'm just playing.
Freedom also adds, Son X suspensions won't be announced the day of. Wait until Monday to see. That's my whole thing.
Okay. I was not saying that he should have been suspended immediately. I'm saying that he should be suspended. And you were trying to say, Grumpy, that you did not think that he should be suspended. That's all. That's all I was getting at. That's it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was just saying that I thought that he should be suspended, and you were saying no.
Freedom also adds, fire up. I guess no punters today in this
Going
game.
for it on fourth every day.
Every fourth down, guys are going for it. Number 31 injured for the Lions.
Yeah, he was down.
Freedom Fun Adventure says, fire up your brains and give me some new head coach and GM candidates for the Dolphins. Let's test your knowledge depth. I can't speak to GMs. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not up enough on GMs where I can say, yep, this is a guy who should go. Coaches, I'm not going to give a name of a coach. They need a certain type of coach, though, for certain. You can't have the player coach anymore. You need a tough coach, a Bill Parcells type, a Brian Flores type. Flores is never going back there, of course. But they need somebody who's got to be tough on the players, hold these guys accountable. And it's got to be a real hard ass. These guys are soft. Starts with the quarterback, who's got the soft head.
Oh, man, they just should have taken 15 and lit up Mahomes. I would have done it.
Yeah, he's been running a lot today. Yeah. Gungun says, Son X, if you can pull up Aaron Glenn's post-game presser and play a few random bits, I'd like to hear Grumpy's views. Today's game made me want to hit the booze.
All right, I will go ahead and pull that up.
Johnny Mac says, Grump my teams. The Mets should fire the manager. The Islanders should fire Wah. Finn should fire a coach. And Auburn should fire their coach. Yeah. I mean, if James Franklin's getting fired, none of those guys should have a job. Johnny Mac also says, great times watching my sports team. It's tough. It's tough. It really is. Freedom adds, Grumpy, that was last year's Father Day gift, 2024, ignoring previous decades, still owes you a 2024 birthday and Christmas and everything this year. But he figures if enough time goes by, that everyone will forget. That's what they figure. I just read that one.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry. I'm trying to.
The next thing you want to put that one up.
Don't worry. I'm trying to multitask. Trying to do two things at once over here. Trying to do two things at once.
It made him look really bad. So
did you read this one?
Freedom Fun Adventure goes, don't get me started as cheap ass TJ. Remember him using shipping costs being too much to get you the California sports gift you wanted.
Yeah, no, that actually turned out to be false. It wasn't shipping at all.
Probably because he waited until Christmas Eve to try ordering it. How do you give up a 3rd and 18 and let them get 17 yards on a running play? How does that happen?
Holding, that isn't called.
No, it's called
insert here.
Wrong defense. And they're, again, going for it on 4th down. They're like, okay, we can't.
Okay, I can't find the Aaron Glenn post game.
They probably scrubbed them off the internet.
Post game thing from today. Sorry. You read this one already? Okay.
Drew says, hello, what's good? Aaron Glenn might be the worst coach in the entire NFL. Would that be surprising?
No.
Not to me, it's not. Drew says, I can't believe the Panthers are 3-3. Who would have thought that?
Not me.
And going into the season, I thought the Panthers were going to be better. Did I not, X?
Okay, yeah.
Did I not say that going into the season?
Yeah, and then you backtracked when they got killed the first couple of games of the year. And now you're back on the bandwagon. You flippy floppy.
I just said
you're like something from your time period. Floppy disk,
I should always stick with
flippy flopping.
Usually, my initial.
Is Penn State still going to win the national championship? Is Drew Aller still going to be the number one quarterback drafted?
Panthers going to be better this year. That's what I said, and they are. Right now, they're almost in line for a playoff spot.
Okay, they'd have to win 4 games to be better than this year.
They're not good.
They'd have to win 4 games to be better than this year. If they don't win more than 4 games this year, they're not better than last year.
Again, Kansas City has a 4th and 1 from the 20.
They're going to pick it up. They'll just throw a flag. Come on. All right, Grumpy, read this.
Incomplete.
Read this.
Sorry, Jets.
Hold on. Wait for the laundry.
No laundry. Just take the points, people. Is there noise to this?
Yeah, it says he's freaking awesome, John Gruden. This is a true quarterback right here.
Shepard out there, his old college teammate, but he's not going to have a chance. Oh yes, he is. He fights through the sack, looking for first down yard. Oh my goodness, he's done it again. Oh, that is pure bacon. Shepard out there, his old.
That's what we like to call Bake Nation.
And I just want to just touch on, since you mentioned John, and that great play by Baker Mayfield. Would you say right now he's the favorite for league MVP? I would.
Yes, he's phenomenal.
I mean, because they've been banged up a lot. They're 5-1.
And he's still winning games.
Do I think they're a great team? No. Do I think they're going to win Super Bowl? No.
I'd love to see him win a Super Bowl.
He's been really, really, really good. Just talking about John Gruden with his lawsuit with the NFL, disclosure. He was granted disclosure. That's the one thing the NFL is scared of.
So now he can release all the secrets.
Now they have to release all those secrets. Like John Gruden's the only one who ever said anything that could be considered controversial. That's bad news.
It is going to be really bad. You're going to see a lot of stuff come to light.
Worst case scenario. He's going to get paid. The thing why they hate him is he has money. It doesn't matter to him.
He doesn't need the money.
He doesn't need the money.
Yep. And now that he's with Barstool, he's getting tons of money from Barstool too.
The NFL is going to look really, really bad.
Do you think he'll deny the money and just release everything? Just blow it up?
I think he just wants to be vindicated.
Honestly, if I was him,
if he released it, doesn't matter if it gets released or not.
Well, I'm saying they could pay him off to not release it. Is what I'm saying.
He's never going to be in the league again. Never.
No, I know that. I'm just saying for them and what they've done to him, even if they offer me a boatload of money, like just a stupid amount, especially if he's got money, because I'm assuming he's probably pretty loaded himself. If he has money, I'd be like, you know what? No, I'm not going to take that money. I'm going to really stick it to you. I already have enough money.
He signed a $100 million contract with the Raiders. 10 years, $10 million.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's still getting paid by that.
I would absolutely stick it to the NFL then. I'd be like, nope, I'm not taking the payoff. I'm releasing this, and it's going to show how much of a sham and a joke your organization league is.
I bet you'd like that, wouldn't you, X?
I would. Probably see a lot of stuff about officiating in there. A lot of secrets about that, saying, hey, Raiders are going to win this week. They're not going to win this week. We got to stick to the script. A lot of stuff like that.
I don't know if it'll be that, but there's going to be things
all scripting stuff.
That a lot of people say that
there's a new guy coming into the league named Patrick Mahomes. We got to get him as many Super Bowls as possible. The only one that he can't beat is Tom Brady because Tom Brady's not bought. Stuff like that.
That's very true, X.
So I don't know if you saw this, Grumpy. It says Stephon Diggs gets offensive pass interference called on him for this, and it says wiped away a 61-yard Demario Douglas touchdown. Let's go ahead and look at this play, Grumpy.
See who the defender was on Douglas, but is it McKinstry right here? Archer trying to see where the push could have come. See who the defender was.
They called that offensive pass interference. You can hear him even in the background saying number 8.
That is terrible. That is terrible. First of all, the other guy grabbed him before it was 5 yards, after 5 yards down the field, which is automatically defensive holding, right?
Did New England win that game?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, if they didn't win, I would hope that the coach would, or the Patriots organization would file like an appeal to get that official banned from officiating again.
Well, that's not going to happen. Drake May's the real deal, though, isn't he? Just like we said.
Hope. He's good. He is good. I agree with you, Grumpy. He's good. I did agree with you.
Drew says, I also knew by like 5 a.m. my time that I was going to kick TJ's butt in fantasy, so I went back to sleep, which is a rarity.
Wow. Yeah, TJ's team's not good. My team's not good. Rough year for fantasy.
Johnny Mac says, have a great night, Grumpy and Sun X. Sun X, you at least are smart enough to like an SEC team. Come playoffs, you need to cheer for whatever SEC team is in the finals, even Bama. No, says X. No, says
I probably won't pull for an SEC school unless it's Oklahoma. I don't know really who I would pull for. I'd probably pull for the underdog.
You know who I'm rooting for? Who am I rooting for, X?
Oklahoma.
No. Well, after Oklahoma, I don't think they're going to.
Indiana.
Indy freaking Anna. Yes. Underdog team. Absolutely.
Well, that's what I would say. I'd probably pull for an underdog team. Kind of like I pulled for like Arizona State or Boise State last year. I wouldn't have mind seeing Boise State win.
They beat those useless, slimy dogs from Oregon. I don't like Oregon. Oregon.
Yeah.
That was the least amount of points that they'd scored since 2022. Oregon.
That's crazy.
Indiana, good. Go Indiana. Go,
I will say I don't like Oregon, the school, but I do like the coach for Oregon.
I like Indiana. Go, baby. Go. Go Hoosiers. Woohoo.
And it says this field is a problem. This is at the Steelers game.
Let's see.
I mean, look at how bad the field looks. It's terrible.
A little rough.
The middle of the field. He slipped. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That
Looks like he lost a leg.
A foot. Lost a whole foot.
We talked about earlier. This field has been chewed up.
They remind me the Panthers had a field like that one time.
God, man. Okay, first off, that's a hilarious freeze frame of that guy's face. First off, these organizations have boatloads of money. How in the hell can you not grow grass or get grass brought in for these freaking fields for these players to play on? How the hell is that impossible for you to do? No field should look like that. None. You're honestly, all these probably NFL teams are close to being worth over $1 billion, which not
true. Yes.
How the hell can you not pay for some grass?
That's true. X.
Some sod. Like you can honestly probably every game. What are there? 18 games a year?
The Panthers had an issue like that years ago.
Ship freaking grass in and get it put down every single game. Get new sod put down every game.
It's hard because if it doesn't take root, that's when you get the loose patches of sod. It happened with the Panthers. Well, I don't know if you remember, X, it was a long time ago. They had like yellow. The grass was yellow up the center of the field.
Yeah,
because they had to replace it so many times. It was in bad shape.
Honestly, it's embarrassing.
They should just play on concrete with the
turf and wear the sneakers again,
and just put the artificial turf on top, the little rubber covering, and just go for it. And here's Kansas City. 4th down 2. Yeah, we're just going for it. Doesn't matter. Punter. We cut our punter. We don't need one. I'm a hammerhead. What's it like to be a Browns fan, Matt? This about sums it up. Let's see. We had Dylan Gabriel back there at quarterback. Boink. Thanks for playing, 16.
Oh,
boink. Looks better every single time. Oh, they drop a ball.
Oh, so bad. Thought you'd get a kick out of that one, Grumpy.
I did. Drew says, you know who's also freaking awesome? Jackson, MF Dart, and Cam Scatterbo.
Yeah, they're both really good. Oh, this is something that you'll enjoy here, Grumpy, because I remember you were commenting about this the other day.
What was it, X?
Fake punt. This is the future.
I hate it.
This guy's not used to punting this many times, and he's not going to. Well, he finally did. And this might be a beauty.
I think they should let them run the shit out of a punter.
Hey, if you roll out like that, you can get torpedoed. I mean, obliterated.
Even if they miss the block, you're a runner.
You can just get steamrolled. Yeah, you can just get steamrolled.
And I think it's Oregon doing this shit. They also do a shift every time. It's like, come on, and drawing. I mean, I can't tell you how many false start penalties Indiana had yesterday when they're doing that. They're just trying to deceive. It should not be a penalty on the offense. It should be a penalty on defense trying to deceive.
I think we even had the conversation at that point in time. All of your team is down there at the other end of the ball by the time he's kicking it.
Right.
Nobody can return a kick then.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, it should either be if you roll out, you're a runner, you can't kick the ball, and you can get steamrolled, or you stay in. Kind of like, I mean, not like it is with the quarterback, but like, I guess you're a runner at that point in time.
You should have you get the snap. You have about two yards on either side to punt it. That's it. If you got out of that, you're not allowed to punt. You're a runner. You can't punt it then. I don't like it, and I don't like Oregon. They beat my boys at Penn State. Started the spiral that ended James Franklin's career. I'm glad they lost to Indiana. So glad. They suck.
This is actually something that that Drew sent us.
Giants fans watching Jackson Dart versus Russell Wilson. Looks like a cartoon.
That was pretty
The
funny.
Giants are at risk. They might lose draft picks over talking to the doctors, the team doctors.
Yes, Dayball was losing his mind. It took 2 plays of Russell Wilson throwing the ball into the dirt for him to be like, where the hell is Dart? Yeah.
I mean, I don't care if they get these guys out there on the field.
Okay, Grumpy, you realize that they have a protocol.
I don't care about the protocol.
That needs to
Stop putting up the little blue tent. I don't like it.
I know you don't like it. You don't like anything. It's because
Don't
your
like
name is. It's why your name is Grumpy.
Don't like that. That much I do know. Don't like that. Two
very soft offensive pass interference penalties on Stephon Diggs wipes out the 61-yard DeMarco Murray touchdown, a 51-yard Stephon Diggs catch. Crazy pair of calls on very established player.
The first one is ridiculous because the New Orleans guy is grabbing him as well. And I'm sorry, they let everything go. I cannot believe that they called that.
Yeah,
either one of them, honestly. Those are touch fouls.
Yeah, they're real bad. Real bad.
Terrible. Terrible. Drew says, I just saw Ibuka hurt his hamstring. I can guarantee you Bucky Irving will return to play next week. The fact that Baker still dropped 30 points on the Niners pretty much makes him the MVP. He's been great this year.
He's been really good.
Good for him.
He's been really, really good. Come on. Oh, dang. Sorry. My thing wasn't working.
Well, just put up another. There we go. Drew also adds, the Islanders are going to be really, really bad this season. Get ready for Darsh to fire sale anyone who's on a 1-year deal. The good news is that a minimum of 3 prospects will make the team in 2026. I don't think there'll be three prospects making the team. We don't have anybody who's ready. It's going to be a couple of years at least. Freedom goes, Grumpy wasn't issue with Flores. He has a serious personality issues. This lack of player accountability issues in Miami is gone since Adam Gase needed a new GM. Yeah, you need clean house.
Yep.
Clean house.
Yep. Miami absolutely needs a clean sweep. Definitely.
Drew says, my fantasy team was getting stupid unlucky until I stumbled onto Rico Dowdle, Rashad White. Now I actually have a complete team-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, when I lost my number 2, 3, and 4 draft picks out for the earth injuries, this has been the worst year for me in fantasy football ever. And it's like there's nothing I can do. It's like when you lose in, 3 starters, every weekday starters, and it's just ham and eggers try to plug in and guess.
I couldn't care less about the team struggling.
You suck, X. Freedom. That was actually fun as part of the show. See, that's excellent, X. I love it. Freedom goes, Grumpy, agree on the Islanders. My thought is until defense is rebuilt, the Islanders can't win. Bridgeport won today. Better beat Ottawa. They have bug right defense prospect Carter Yemachuk. Let's try and get him. The Islanders have nothing to trade.
I don't want the Islanders to trade anything for players. I want them to keep their picks that they have or trade their players for draft picks for these future drafts.
Right. Exactly, X.
That's what I want.
Drew says, Grumpy, I know we had a discussion about Trayvon Henderson, his lack of pass protection ability. However, with all due respect, Ramondre can't even average 2 yards per carry. He needs to play. Yeah, I'm in agreement with you when it comes to the thing with Ramondre Stevenson is that he can't carry the ball 10 times without fumbling it away.
Yeah, he's been like that his entire career.
That's his biggest issue. It's been bad. And Henderson has not been great either.
Think about the Patriots. We were talking about this earlier today. The Patriots should probably be 6-0. They should have beat the Steelers if they didn't have 5 turnovers in that game. I mean, they've lost a lot of really, really close games that they should have won.
Yep. They should have beat the Raiders and they should have beat the Steelers.
Yeah, absolutely should have beat the Steelers. They beat themselves. The Steelers didn't beat them. They outplayed the hell out of the Steelers.
I think they're going to make the playoffs. They have the easiest schedule in the NFL this year. Drew says Pats would have blown out New Orleans had he gotten Ramondre's workload. Drake May is a big boy, and he's got a cakewalk schedule. Vrabel should know he can take a couple of sacks, no problem. He's been good. Getting Josh McDaniels back as offensive coordinator helped as well. Gungu says, Sun X, search for Aaron Glenn on heated exchange with Garrett Wilson at the end of the Jets loss.
Okay, I will type that in and see if I can locate that. I do want to show a video real quick, and then I will look that up while we're going through the rest of the comments.
Okay.
This was a lot of contact by the Colts on Trey McBride on 4th down.
Can
with
you
the
just
game
make
on the
that
line?
as
No
big as
call.
possible,
Yes,
please?
I am. I was just reading the caption first.
All right. Thank you, X. I don't know. I'm not calling the PI there. Okay. No, I'm not calling it there.
If
I'm
anything,
sorry.
it was maybe defensive holding, not a pass interference penalty.
Yeah.
I would call defensive holding and not a pass interference.
Yeah, I'm not calling that though. I'm not calling
That's
that.
It was borderline. It was close. It was close. I would say more so holding than PI though. I would not give it a PI, pass interference penalty. No.
I agree.
Our Grumpy did a comment up there.
JP says, I really hope that Darsh has a fire sale in February, March. It would be about 4 years too late, but better late than never. Finally, the New York Islanders get to actually rebuild. Oh my God, they bailed Kansas City out on the 3rd and 10 incomplete pass.
That's the second time this game.
I'm sorry, you cannot be making play calls like that in games like this. They're so far away, honestly. They can't move everybody. They cannot move everybody. They just can't do it. You're going to move Lee, Joe. That's about it at the deadline, right? Who else can you move? I don't know if there's anyone else you even can move right now. You're not going to move You have nobody in the minors to fill in. That's the problem. That's the biggest issue. You have no one in the minors who can come up and fill in for those guys, like a Pulak or a Pellick. You don't. Islanders in a bad spot right now. Young guys are at least 2-3 years away. All the guys they drafted this year, 3 years away. Just they're not coming in at 18, 19 years old. Just not going to.
All right. It says Jets head coach Aaron Glenn had this to say on his exchange with Garrett Wilson in today's loss, and I also have what Garrett Wilson said as well. So I'll play both.
I mean, who wouldn't be pissed when things are not going right, on the offensive side of the ball. So, I mean, you guys know how he is. I mean, that's not going to change. And I like that about him.
Oh my God.
When things are not going right, he gets pissed. I mean, who?
So that's what he had to say there. And
Yikes.
then we will play the Garrett Wilson.
You didn't seem happy at the end of the first half when you were walking off the field. Was that the way the drive went?
Well, really, that stuff like that is just, I don't know, y'all. I just didn't know exactly what the plan was, and once I figured it out, I was disappointed. I'll just say that. So, yeah.
How do you run a play? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I didn't know exactly what the plan was. I just thought we were, once we converted the 4th down, I just thought we were going for the trying to make the play, and then obviously we get to another 4th down, and it's a tough spot to be in. So, in hindsight, I get why they did that, but in the moment, I was just like, man, I don't know. Yeah.
You didn't seem happy at the end of the first half when you were walking off the field.
Boy, that's as nice as he could be.
Went,
Yes, absolutely.
That's as nice as he could be without saying.
Is that not, by the way, is that not a taunting penalty on Patrick Mahomes? After he scored that touchdown, brushing off towards the guy and doing that. Is that not taunting?
But
I think officials gave it to Cam Scatabo.
The officials absolutely back in the Chiefs pocket. I agree with
14 points. 14 points, right?
Well, no, it's actually
you took well, it's a little less than 14 points.
You had to settle for a field
11 points.
11 points.
11 points, right?
Selective.
I'm telling you, the Detroit has no shot in hell of winning this game. The league will do everything they have to make sure that the Chiefs win. I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
Hence why do you think the Bills didn't beat the Patriots at home?
Bills beat themselves. They were terrible.
We got a chance. We got to get the Chiefs in. We got to do everything we can for the Chiefs. Rashee Rice is coming back. We got to try and get Taylor Swift to sing at the Super Bowl. A joke.
They got Bad Bunny to sing at the Super Bowl.
A joke. Yeah.
Is Bad Bunny a singer?
Yeah, he's a singer. Yeah, he sings. He sings.
Good. I never heard.
I don't listen to his music.
Anybody who names himself Bad Bunny, they might as well just call themselves.
I don't listen to his music. There's a bunch of controversy that I've heard about him getting selected. So would I be surprised if they say, "Oh, we're giving the people what they want. They don't want Bad Bunny here, so we're just going to have a wedding with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift out there on the field, and she's going to sing the halftime show."
Wow. Okay. All right.
Disgusting. Hate it. Oh, here's your wedding present is your send off, Travis Kelce. You'll retire with the Super Bowl, buddy, and you'll get married on the field.
Okay.
Awful. Ugh.
Interesting.
Makes me want to vomit. Get dry.
I guess we could say the Eagles aren't coming back. They're not repeating.
No.
JP says real backup goalie battle tonight between Lindgren and Quick. JP says they're putting the foot back into football.
Oh, about the Steelers kicker. Yeah. Foot just disappeared.
I don't understand why kickers are able to hit 65, 70-yard kicks all of a sudden. Something's going on.
They're probably taking steroids.
I think there's probably helium in the balls.
There could be.
I mean, these balls are just flying.
Remember, kickers have their own balls that they can use.
I know, but I bet you that it's just crazy how it's just been. It's just ridiculous. JP says that play looked like Australian rules football.
Yeah, it did. Running with it for like 5-10 yards and then kicking it.
Drew says, I agree. F the blue tent. Takes away fantasy points from my players. Let them play. Absolutely.
Oh, my God.
Drew also adds, well, admit him. I think Eiserman is skipping Bridgeport to immediately play for us. He's got like 8 points in 4 games. He's not skipping Bridgeport to play for the Islanders. Goon says, Sunx going to search for Aaron.
Sorry.
Okay, I think we
already did that one. Yep, I was taking it down.
Drew says, and X, they should be 6-0 because, say it with me, if Henderson was a starter, they'd be 6-0.
Drake May too. Drake May is carrying.
Drake May's been really, really good.
Yeah, I don't know. Just wonder how Patrick Mahomes can celebrate like that and doesn't get penalized. Just funny how that stuff works out, right?
I mean, they threw a taunting penalty on Scatterbo, and like, really?
Doing nothing.
I look at these plays every week, and these guys are jawing all the time.
Going like this and flexing at the guy for Detroit. No call.
Interesting.
You know what? You can never call the penalty then. Then don't do it. If you're not going to do it all the time, then don't do it. Don't be selective. If it's taunting, it's taunting. When you're showing somebody up and flexing in their face, that is taunting.
James Farrell says, grumpy thoughts on the Schaefer performance. Best player on the team.
Yep.
He was dynamic. He's really good. Nick Gazzato says, disgusting non-call.
It's about the PI or I think PIs, one of the pass interference penalties.
Drew says, I just hated the trend of these coaches not playing the rookies. It wasn't like this not even 3 years ago. These guys aren't ready. Most of them are not ready to come in as 18 years old and play man's games. They're just not. Drew says, I can't wait for Rashee Rice and hopefully Ricky Pearsall to come back next week. Me too. Yep. Drew says, Owls also are desperate for a right-handed defenseman. There's no one in Bridgeport that can fill in. I believe at least one of these trades, Darsh, will be with a right-handed defenseman, the first-round pick. They could have taken the David Reinbacher kid instead of freaking Emil Henneman, the human fourth liner. But that's the guy he wanted. So he gutted the franchise. They didn't even draft any right-shot defenseman. They have none in the system. Ethan Bear is your right-handed defenseman, period. Tony DeAngelo, you could just say he's a man because he does not play defense at all. You got Ryan Pulak, who's getting worse by the day, and Scott Mayfield, who I think the only reason he's passable is because he's playing with Schaefer. Drew says Lee, Pajot, and DeAngelo will likely be dead. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're bad.
Freedom no issues with that, by the way.
Freedom says, my comment was on Sunx going out of his way to talk up Miami was a shot at me. I don't think he wants to hear world Florida because it would trigger to think of Marchand dating fiance. Why? Oh, you
No,
remember
the
that?
reason
Ed?
I was hyping up Miami is because they're the only team in the ACC, in my opinion, that's worth anything.
Okay,
that's why.
He remembers that
the Gators have
won.
had opportunities to win games and they just haven't.
Ooh, why do you think they don't win games, X?
Don't ask me. Billy Napier does it every year.
Oh, it's coaching. Uh-oh. James Fowler says, thank God James Franklin is fired. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. I don't care how much it costs to buy him out. Good riddance. Sorry, Aller's out for the season. Well, I like James Franklin. Sorry. Just do. Grumpy, praying for the best possible outcome during your surgery Wednesday. I am not looking forward to how out of control your ego is going to be after getting hair transplants to look like Fabio.
That was good.
Drew says, in all fairness, the Bills were putrid against the Patriots. They beat themselves in that game. They did.
Yeah.
Josh Allen played like shit for his standards. It's why I've been banging the drum that the Bills need to trade for a wide receiver. They should be looking at Jacoby Myers come the deadline. The problem was he started playing hero ball as opposed to dumping it off to James Cook on a number of plays, and it wound up costing him. They threw an interception. They would have won. The Bills are better than the Patriots. Okay, they just are. I'm glad the Bills lost because I'm rooting for the Bills maybe to win a Super Bowl this year. So I would like to see. I think losing in the regular season is good, particularly the way they lost. I think they're going to come out and kick the living hell out of Atlanta tomorrow night.
Yeah, they probably will. Atlanta's not a good team.
And when talking about coaches not playing rookies, I was referring to the NFL, not the NHL. Okay. Yeah. You might as well play them on the rookie deals. Yep. Absolutely.
Anything else you wanted to go over, Grumpy, today?
No, I think we're good. I think we covered everything. Oh, Major League Baseball, real quick. Yankees, again, we see why they don't win. Need a new GM, need a new manager. Never going to win with that group of players. Yep. Just not going to happen. They got
Detroit Mariners game was crazy.
It just shows. It drives me crazy. They had guys in runner scoring position all the time, and guys are still swinging for the fences and striking. Just put the ball in
play, knocking a run.
How did the Phillies get eliminated? Because the Dodgers just put the ball in play, and the guy shit himself and threw it away on a forced play at home. He could have got the third out at first base. He panicked. He bobbled the ball, and he throws it against the backstop.
Yep.
Put the ball in play. I think baseball's down, football's down. Sports in general just not as good as they used to be. I'm sorry. I think the athletes are better, but the execution is just poor.
Yep.
So we got Milwaukee and the Dodgers, and Toronto and Seattle.
Mariners.
And Seattle. Who you picking?
So it's the two teams that I had projected to go to the final, which was the Mariners and the Dodgers. That's who I have.
I'm going to pick Toronto and Milwaukee to go to the World Series.
Get ready because it's going to be the Dodgers. They're going to be given, Clayton Kershaw, we know this is your last year playing. Let's send you off with a little World Series trophy, and let's go ahead and juice Shohei Ohtani's wallet up some for more gambling activity by giving him a World Series as well.
Don't you think it would be great if he was doing DraftKings commercials?
Shohei Ohtani?
Yeah. Wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah. Honestly, it would probably piss me off more so than anything else. But it would be funny because it would play on the fact that he was gambling. But it would be like if they had like a thing, like if they had Pete Rose doing DraftKings commercials when he was alive. Like I thought that would have been good. But it. Don't even get me started on that. Just no.
And final comment for the night: Hal Steinbrenner on a yacht in Italy somewhere, not making a statement for the fans about how the team needs to go in a new direction. Just keep on, like I said, shampoo Lou, just wash, rinse, and repeat. Same thing year after year. You're never going to win with Aaron Boone as your manager ever. And Brian Cashman doesn't seem like he wants to make the team better. The Yankees got beat in their elimination game by a bullpen game by Toronto. It was a bullpen game. Yep. How do you get beat by a bullpen game? Sorry.
You're bad.
Bad, very bad.
All right, Grumpy, anything you want to say before we hop off tonight?
I just want to say love and laughter to everyone who listens and even those who don't. From Senex and the Grumpy Old Man.
That's right. I would thank everybody for coming out and listening as always. Love the interaction in the comments, and we will see you guys next time. Thanks, Grumpy.
You're welcome.